Hey there, it's Sunday morning and I just released the video on making this right here, which is I'm calling my floating workbench. Floating because it's not supported by a base. It's basically hung from the wall. Actually, this has a little bit of help because it's sitting on that ledge that goes around the bottom of my workshop. That's actually plywood that I put on over insulation that I use to insulate the stub wall, the concrete stub wall at the bottom of the wall. So yeah, I made this, like I said in the video, for to get rid of some of the scrap I have here, to use up the stuff, most of it anyway, well, a lot of it anyway, from that double-sided cabinet. And also a place to put my gear connected vise, which I really want to have in the shop. And I really wanted it at this height, like this height or higher. I originally was thinking maybe even 48 inches for the top of this, but then I said, then I got the idea for the toolbox on top, and I said that'll be too high, right? If you put the toolbox up there, that's another 6 inches. So the top of the tray on the toolbox would be up here, and I'd have to. Even now, it's kind of high. But okay, the drawers, they're at the right height. Because if I do go with this for the drill bits and stuff that I have in this cabinet, I talked about that before, moving this stuff into this and using this as the drill press cabinet. That's a commitment, okay? Because I got to make holders. The ones that I have here, vertically mounted, really won't work laying flat. So I'd have to make some new arrangement to go in these drawers. So big commitment there if I do that. And I want to be sure that I want to give myself time. Because when I'm working on that down there, my imagination will be working as well, right? So I'll be thinking about this while I'm working on that. Because a lot of the stuff that I do is kind of mindless, for me anyway. It's kind of mindless. I know how to do it, so I start doing it. And I'm thinking about other stuff while I'm doing it. And occasionally, occasionally that results in mistakes. Like, for example, I made a couple here. You can see it in the video. There are a couple of spots where I cut biscuit slots for that lower shelf that were in the wrong spot. And also, when I first put the drawer slides on for these bigger drawers in the bottom, they were sticking out too far. Like I said, your mind goes somewhere else and you're on automatic pilot when you really should be giving it a little bit more attention, but it's the way it is. Anyway, so the new CNC is down there, and it came fully assembled in a big crate. It was delivered here a few days ago. I unpacked it and I roughly brought it in and opened all the boxes, because there were several. I checked to make sure everything was there, and it looks like everything's there. But here it is, just leaning against the wall, waiting until I can get this area over here ready for it. This is where that double-sided cabinet used to be. It's right here. And then see this thing up here, this is sitting here, it's going over here. I really have to figure out how I'm going to be setting that up. Okay, because it's fairly wide and it's fairly long. And it's the biggest M series that Sepcraft makes, the 1000, and it's I don't know the dimensions, but I mean you can look that up online. So that's going to go over here. I'm going to have stuff underneath for the accessories and the other parts of it. So kind of a big project. Like I said, this thing is coming down. The stuff that's in there will go up there. All this other stuff will get organized somehow. I also got plywood from the crate that this thing came in. 1/4 inch, pretty good looking plywood. Hang on, I'll get some. Yeah, this is actually 5-ply hardwood plywood. And, you know, not the best surface finish on it, but perfectly suitable for a lot of projects, you know, drawer bottoms and stuff like that. Absolutely fantastic for that. And I've got quite a bit of it. You know, the crate was pretty big. And I got the top, same material, and the bottom, same material. Plus there was a pallet that it was sitting on, but that was made from softwood. So some of you are probably thinking that, oh, John's going to be doing CNC projects from now on. He's going to go over to the dark side. No, this is just another tool, like any other tool that I have in the shop. You know, this is not I have a table saw, you know, I use that the most, and that's never going to change. But I've got a miter saw over there too. Like, I'm not a miter saw channel. I've got a belt sander up there. I'm not a belt sander channel. I got a drill press. I'm not a drill press channel. Okay? Just another tool. And I'll see how much I actually use it. It'll be interesting. But it's, you know, it's the setup time. It's the setup time that I'm not really looking forward to. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, definitely, I would be like a kid on Christmas morning. But you know what? This can sit here for another week, month, 2 months. It really wouldn't faze me. You know, I don't have the same enthusiasm for that kind of thing, like a new tool, as I did when I was younger. Okay? It's just another tool.